Hey, you! Do you play CS or Valorant and are looking to buy the SkyPAD 4.0? If the answer is yes, you came to the right place. I'll tell you everything you need to know in this short video. I would also like to point out that everything I say here is based off my 30-day experience with the mousepad, so you'll get a subjective opinion about it. Let's start with the topic most talked about when it comes to this mousepad, and that's speed. I've heard a lot of opinions about the speed of the SkyPAD 4.0, and honestly, I disagree with 99% of them. People that say that this mousepad is impossible to control, that it's super fast to the point they don't feel their movements, are either super bad at the game or mouse control, or are just simply lying. With that being said, this mousepad feels much faster than any clothpad I have tried. Switching from my last clothpad, which was the Logitech G640, the difference is pretty overwhelming. When it comes to the surface, cloth and glass feel like night and day. The glass surface is way more consistent, way smoother, and overall just way more responsive. Consistency was also a big reason as to why I switched to the SkyPAD. I often tense up in fights that, for example, I'm not expecting, which on cloth pads lead to my mouse barely moving in some situations. Here in the video, I'm obviously over-exaggerating the issue, but I hope you get the point. Buying a low-friction surface glass pad fixed this issue, well, almost immediately, and I pretty much don't ever have to worry about losing a gunfight because of that particular reason. Now, one thing to note is that wiping the mousepad with a microfiber cloth every day and maybe even every gaming session is a must. This mousepad seems to be very sensitive to any irregularities, and especially dust. It causes the sensor to go crazy sometimes, so I definitely recommend wiping it frequently with the cloth that the producers sent with the mousepad. I also advise you to wear a sleeve during gaming. If you are like me and you're a sweaty gamer, then you'll be glued to the mousepad in tense situations. All I can say is that it's definitely not a pleasant feeling, so a sleeve that I'm wearing, for me at least, is mandatory. Let's briefly talk about mouse skates. I am currently using the CorePad mouse skates on my DevAdder V3 Pro, and they work wonders. I have also tried the Obsidian dots that the SkyPAD producer Wallhack recommends, but it didn't quite feel right. There was some scratchiness and unpleasant feelings in some areas of the mousepad, so I decided to switch to CorePads, and they have not failed me since. So yeah, this mousepad feels pretty much perfect to me. Since changing to glass, I have made a big jump in scores in Kovacs, and on top of that, I am more confident in game too. I always felt like I was limited by the friction and sluggishness of cloth pads, and the SkyPAD 4.0 offers solutions to pretty much everything I hated about cloth pads. It's super easy to flick, even easier to track, and the experience is overall very enjoyable and satisfying. The other day, I switched back to my good old G640 for just 2 minutes of deathmatch, and I can tell you I am never going back to cloth pads ever again. I am confident in saying that the SkyPAD 4.0 is the best mousepad for FPS games right now. Will it make you the best player on the planet? Probably not, but for me it was a huge improvement. For more information about the SkyPAD 4.0, I highly recommend you guys watch Optimum's video. This guy is an absolute legend in the community and makes extremely high quality videos. I'll link his video in the description. Also, I stream high elo Faceit games on Twitch sometimes, so if you want to see the SkyPAD in action, you know where to look. Thank you so much for watching, take care and happy fragging.